Hey, welcome to Entertainment Unlocked. It's your boy Mike Lenz.
It's your boy Jared.
This week we're going to be talking about One Piece chapter 980, and it's titled Fighting Music, which you could pretty much assume what's going to happen during this chapter with that. But let's get into it, shall we? So we pick up right where we left off. Just like we assumed, my man Luffy is throwing them hands.
Yeah, I know Law's somewhere on the ship like, yep, I told y'all. He wasn't going to stay calm forever. Like,
yep, right according to plan. And Luffy's throwing them thumpers, and he left dude looking like a crushed Coca-Cola can. Yo, that joint was crazy. I think he's dead, bro.
Bro, he has to be dead. Like, Luffy didn't just use a Gatling gun. He used elephant gun. Like, it was like...
Yo, I know he was like, bro, all I did was throw out this bowl of soup.
He was like, damn, like, I don't even have a devil fruit, like, I don't even know hockey, like.
And the messed up part is, like, yeah, yo, legit, after Luffy throws that punch, like, the other guys is like, hey, look, a fight's breaking out. Like, they're excited, like, this is some normal stuff that happens, you feel me?
Not knowing Luffy about to throw hands with all of them. Some dude from accounting is over there like, man, what's going on? I guess we finally get to get away from the computer. Luffy over there punching dudes like, oh shit.
That's a fact. But I thought it was cool. Like, they showed quick panels of like Kid, and Kid is like, I don't care. This is gonna make everything light. Let's go straight to the hall and do what we gotta do.
Right. And
then you know what happens to the hall after that, right? Mr. Lost and Found cuts it in half. My dude Zoro.
Mr. Lost and Found.
my dude Zoro cut it into like 5 pieces, bro. And the craziest part about this is like, so we get the close-up panel of Enma. Is there like no repercussion for him using Enma? Like, is there gonna be like a high-stake moment where his arm might shrivel up into a raisin again? Like, or does he have complete control of it that quickly?
I'm assuming he has. Well, he kind of had control. Enma took the hockey from his hand before, shriveled it up, but he told her to put it back, and like it listened to him. So I'm guessing he has control of it. I don't know what it is. Maybe we haven't seen it for long-term battle, so maybe it's only long-term. But for now, it did its job.
Yeah, I guess. Like, obviously, like Enma's like, you have to have the will to use that joint, and if anybody has it, it has to be Zoro that I could think of.
Honestly, I think Enma may be the item that officially makes Zoro broken. And not just because of the fact that like he was able to cut the tower in half, but because he was able to find Luffy without getting lost. So if this sword officially gets Zoro sent to direction, it may be the most broken item in the One Piece world. So
yo, I thought she was about to spit some crazy facts. He's like, but you know what's crazy? Like, he legit found Luffy. Like, I'm thinking legit. I seen some fan art the other day, and I'm like, you know what? Watch Zoro pull up on Kaido by accident, like, you want smoke?
Like, how did I get into this room all of a sudden? Like,
oh, he gonna go walk in the Big Mom's changing room, like, whoa.
I don't even want to talk about that anymore. Like,
nah, but the conversation they have, like, yo, Luffy and Zoro are like, they're so strong and they're such airheads, bro. Like, you have an infiltration plan, and Zoro's out here like, why can't you just lay low and not expose yourself like this, you idiot? Like,
yo, but he's the perfect first mate. Like, all Luffy had to say was, yo, they threw away a bunch of Oshiruko, and Zoro was like, copy, let's throw these hands. Like,
he was like, copy, I'm gonna cut them to pieces.
Yeah, I was like, damn, this Oshiruko is like triggering people. Like,
and yo, it's crazy. The dude is really like, bro, all I did was throw out some Oshiruko. Like, what did I do? Like,
and like, it was too sweet. Like, I didn't like it. Like,
he's like, Luffy's like, well, you die. You die.
Basically.
And then you got Apoo acting like an announcer. He's over here like, we got some guests pulling up. Looks like Luffy's here. And then like, yo, it's crazy because like, I know Queen is like, yo, like, I hope Kaido doesn't kill me for this. Like, I know he's thinking that in the back of his head somewhere. Like,
Yeah, they had him fooled for the long time when they were in the Udon prison. But I can't blame it to Queen. Like, Queen did it like he was dealing with Big Mom and trying to bring her back to the castle. Like,
That's a
this is
fact.
before they had an alliance. So
That's a
he
fact.
had his hands tied up. So I can't blame him for what happened. So
I'm not sure how Kaido will treat him, because like we see what the makeup of Big Mom's the Big Mom's private crew is like. Like, out of fear, there's certain things that might slip past because they don't want to deal with the repercussions of Big Mom. But I don't know if Kaido has that same outburst that Big Mom would have. So I don't know if that'll also be another hindrance because of like, I don't know what Kaido would do to me kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that was kind of like a hole where they were able to, you know, keep certain information from reaching Big Mom and things escalating. But I think they respect Kaido enough. I feel like King and Queen, like at least the upper people, respect Kaido enough that they would tell him if something was going wrong.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, because they were lying from the prison themselves. So yeah, I understand. He's trying to stir up all the Smile users by saying like, look, by the end of the night, somebody from the Toby Ropo is going to be removed. So a seat's going to be open. That's all I got to say.
And you know, why am I so hyped for this Toby Ropo versus like the Calamity fight? Because like it's like the Toby Ropo, like Sasaki and Who's Who are like hyped to fight the Calamities, and it looks like Queen and King and Jack are all with the smoke. Like it seems like everybody's down for the fight. So I'm like, I don't know who has the upgrade. I guess the Calamities, but I don't know if there's a big advantage. I don't know what the power level is. So.
And the unknown is like driving me crazy, bro. Cause like legit, Queen is saying like, I'm gonna remove one. So is he saying like, yo, when they find, let's say they find Kaido's son, they have to challenge one of us? Like, is that gonna be the repercussion of you losing? Like, you're not in the Toby Ropo no more? Like, that's what I was thinking. Like, that would be crazy.
Whew. Oh, I think Queen's like, yo, we're killing one of them. Like,
Yo, and you see everybody use their powers in the next panel. They're like, oh no, that's lit.
yeah, they were like, yo, no, that was the funniest part of the chapter. They're like, oh my god, a seat in the Toby Ropo, I'm in for it. And then you see everybody start transforming, and then you see the people that don't have any devil fruit powers. They're like, well, we don't have any devil fruit powers, so let's just drink. Like, we have no chance. Like, and honestly, if I was probably in Kaido's crew, that would probably be me. So I'd be like,
oh, that's a fact. I have no powers. I seen Luffy turn this man into a crushed can of soda. Like, I'm a drink too. Like, what you mean?
Shit, this is not my fight.
Hey, yo, this next part, Apoo pops up and he starts playing his tunes. And this is why the chapter's called Fighting Music. Like, I know I've talked trash about Apoo before.
Not just talk trash, but you put that man in the gutter and you've burned him to a crisp.
You know, it's so here's the way I defend myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he has fought high skill. Like, the first time we seen him actually fight was against, was it Kizaru?
Mm-hmm.
I granted it's not fair. Kizaru is a Logia user and he is an admiral.
Mm-hmm.
But I just couldn't gauge his power scale, and he just doesn't. His design is not really that dope to me. I know a lot of people love his design. I just, like, when I say design, I mean like his fighting design. Like, the way he's drawn, I love it, but his fighting design is just not it for me. But apparently he's strong enough to knock Luffy unconscious
with one hit.
It was two hits, technically.
2 hits.
Because the first one was like, the way it looks, it said scratch, bow wow, like wow. And then it was a punch to Luffy, and then he did a different beat, like...
Oh, you're right, he does, and then he knocks him out, yeah.
Yeah, and then he does, like, a different beat, and he, like, cuts Zoro. And then he does another beat, and the explosion ignites on Luffy's face, and he's unconscious. How strong is this dude?
Like, just, you gotta think, Luffy is taking punches from, you know, Doflamingo, he's taking punches from Rob Lucci, he's taking punches... And you're going to tell me Apoo knocked him out in 2 beats? My man Apoo said, oos. Done.
And he's done for. And the thing is, like, Zoro said I have to run. That's what I was like, bro, like, Like, you was just about to fight an army of smile users. And now you're like, I have to run after... Bro, what? How, like, legit, I need to understand the power scaling on this man. Because, like, before, I had him, like, in the mid to low tier of the worst generation. Like, dang near the unmentionables. And, yo, like, he's, like, mid-high tier now. Like, I don't even understand, like...
Yeah, I wasn't as big as a doubter of Apoo as you were, but this showing of power kind of, even though Luffy does end up getting back to his senses like not too far after in a couple panels, but that was pretty impressive to me.
Nah, that's a fact. My thing is like, I'm highly surprised at the fact that Zoro decided to run. Like, if it was me, I'm thinking like, let me get up close to him. Obviously, he needs to spit a beat of some sort to make it effective, but maybe not. But the fact that Zoro's first instinct is fight or flight, is to fly away, run away, was crazy to me.
What you got to think is it's very smart. Like, it's very smart on Zoro's behalf because we know that this battle is going to be more than one day. Yeah, and he knows that there's going to be constant fighting. So it's not good to like take damage or like unnecessary damage this early on when we know we're probably going to be fighting even higher tier people later. So
yeah, and then you see him trying to run away from the smile users, and the smile users are swarming them at this point. And I guess that their clothes reverted back to normal.
I think Kinimana said that the clothes, once they take a certain amount of damage, they revert back. Which I was like, okay, I kind of like the little Beast Power outfits, but
that's cool.
Yeah, it's all right.
I had its run, you know what I'm saying? But
the joke had its run.
My thing is just like, yo, you know how every fight Zoro has, like, he has a handicap, like, oh, I got cut across my stomach, I can't really move, but I have to defeat you. He's already like, I have trouble moving now. Like, what the heck, bro? Like, like,
yeah, man.
Like, I already know he's gonna fight King with like both of his eyes closed and like.
And Chopper's not there with the bandages, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yep, end all heal all bandages not in service right now. But hey, we see how the last couple panels end up.
Yeah, and this goes back into the power scaling of the supernovas. So Zoro gets cut by Apoo, and noted they don't really know what Apoo's power is, so he has the upper hand there. But they do take damage from Apoo, and who's there to instead of running away, who actually wants to throw smoke with Apoo? The dude Apoo backstab Eustace Kid. So
yeah, and we heard like Kid talk about this before, like pretty much not trusting anybody anymore. You could tell he got cut deep by this. Like he got cut really deep. Like multiple people from the worst generation betrayed me. He's like, nah, all I got is Killer. And he could trust Luffy because Luffy was in prison with him. So, yeah, like I didn't figure he was just going to automatically on sight just attack Apoo, but I could also say I felt this coming as well.
Yeah, no doubt. And I wanted something a little bit more from Eustace Kid's powers, but the mechanical arm is cool. It's drawn nicely by Oda. So
OD, yeah. I know that one panel, bro. Look at how many different pieces of scrap metal is in that arm, bro. I know that one panel takes you
a long time. So you gotta give respect to the art. So
and another thing, if we're looking at the power scaling of the worst generation, is notorious in the world of One Piece. Like there's the Yonko, the Shichibukai, which is abolished now, but was another prominent figures, and the worst generation is legit the new wave of top tier superstar pirates. So when you look at them, Luffy's number one. I could say that with all honesty because Luffy's pretty much like a worst generation and a Yonko. Mm-hmm. I don't know who's second. Like I would say clearly Kid because Oda pretty much puts a lot of value behind Kid's name when he actually speaks about him being the main rival for Luffy. Yeah. And then Law and then Apoo?
No, I don't know if I put Apoo.
Well, I'm just saying this episode it made me look at Apoo in a completely different light, bro.
So I'm definitely saying that it's like the top three is Luffy, Kid, Law.
Yeah.
But I don't know who I don't know. I got to see more from Drake. I don't know if I put Drake above.
Oh, that's true. That's above absolutely Apoo. True. Because we haven't
Or-
seen the hybrid form. Yep.
Yeah, and then I'm like, well, what does Apoo do against like Beige's like big castle, like fortress? Like, I don't know, like.
Yeah. Well, if you guys liked what we talked about, hit that like button, subscribe, and follow on Instagram.
If you have anything you have to say about the chapter, whether about what we said or what you believe happened in the chapter, drop it down in the comment section and let's have a conversation.
And on that note, signing off, y'all. Peace.
All right, guys. Peace out.